All right, Wolf, let's get to the tight ends. And I'm just going to let you fly through these real fast. I'll give you folks at home a spoiler alert. One of them is Kyle Pitts, and it's not the guy that he's higher on. We got Hunter Henry higher, Kyle Pitts lower, and then at Hail Mary, Hayden Hurst and Logan Thomas. Let's hit those and let's get to the mailbag.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get through these real quick for you, Wolfpack, because I want to make sure to hit that. But Hunter Henry, entering the week, tight end 6 in fantasy football, had a little bit of a dud against the Jets last week, but that was just because they were trying to bleed out that clock, became a run-heavy script. His first 2 weeks, 14 and 14 points is when they needed to throw. I do think they'll be playing comeback mode against Dallas, and he's playing like a big slot role, that invaluable Julian Edelman, Hunter, all those roles where we've seen Wes Welker thrive. That's what Hunter Henry's doing right now. So I imagine him and Mac Jones will continue to thrive and connect. I think a touchdown after he scored in 2 of his 3 weeks is certainly on the table. So top 10 for me this week. As you mentioned, Kyle Pitts, consistently, it's almost like just recycle the tape here. 5, 3, and 6 fantasy points. You look at all the underlying metrics, man, it's so impressive that it's yards per run and unrealized air yards top in the league. We don't get fantasy points for all the things that Kyle Pitts is apparently dominating in. And until he gets better quarterback play, I want nothing to do with him. His one big spike last year was in London. So maybe, just maybe, we get a Kyle Pitts London, maybe the Blake Bortles reincarnate here. But yeah, I have no interest in starting him. He hasn't been top 17 at all this year. Why is he ranked top 10? It makes no sense to me. I'm in the Hail Mary, as alluded to. Hayden Hurst, it's just a bet again against the bad Viking secondary, such a bad pass defense. We saw in week 1, the tight end 2 that week. It's a staple of the Frank Reich offense to pepper the tight end. Bryce Young, as much as I'd rather have Andy Dalton in there, the one thing Bryce Young has done is check down. I think Hayden Hurst could see some viable volume and have a nice role there. I regained that early season steam when he had 13 points against the Falcons in week 1. And then Logan Thomas. Surprisingly, the Eagles, so good against everything as a defense, but actually a bottom 3 defense against tight ends right now. And we know that the Commanders, they're targeting the tight end position, the 3rd highest rate in the league right now. Thomas, when he was last on the field, 9 fantasy points, was the tight end 6. He's actually done pretty solid with his volume so far this year. And Philly, it's surprisingly good spot for him, only 4% rostered.
What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.